Okay. It's slop o'clock. I can't believe it, guy. I can't fucking believe it. Contrapoints reacts to Hasan claiming things will be no different for trans people under a Kamala Harris presidency because Dems capitulated to conservative talking points. Oh, God. Ugh. Can you believe that Hasan tried to undermine the Democrats for the entire election season and is now trying to make it someone else's problem that Republicans won, and kind of just has to permanently own this brain-rotted fucking position that actually, you know what, maybe on other issues they'd have been the same as well. Lol. LOL. Remember, by the way, we looked at this last time that this came up, that Kamala's record on trans rights is actually like one of the better ones amongst the Democratic Party. She's actually one of the better ones. She was involved in trans issues back at roughly the same time that Hasan was talking about when the fucking dude bro frat professional fuck was crying about was making memes about Lady Gaga having a penis, right?
It's time to get out of there, and it's time to separate her from her herd, meaning her crowd of girlfriends that are going to do their best to cock block you because they're fat and lonely.
This is some stuff about her record. In the early 2000s, she was involved in she followed the Gwen Arroyo case in 2002, and it basically pushed her to campaign against the trans and gay panic defense that was still being used in court cases. Even though Gwen Arroyo, that case didn't even happen in her jurisdiction, she still focused on that issue anyway. 2014, she co-sponsored legislation to ban panic defenses in court. 2019, reiterated support for trans rights. 2003, actually, she established the first ever victims assistance program for trans people as the district attorney of San Francisco. Her office made sure the program was staffed with trans employees. 2003, back when no one gave a fuck. And you guys need to understand what trans rights were like in 2003. In 2003, you could be the most progressive, like left voter, socialist, whatever, and it was still okay to use the T-slur. Like it was normal. That's just what they were, 2003 was hard times. Every time trans people were represented in the media was in some comedy about the strongest, most violent motherfucker in a dress. So no, Kamala was not going to be similar to Trump on trans rights. There's nothing to support that. Mental. What's the comments, the responses? I am 100% convinced that the things would be the same argument is just guilt for not voting / convincing your base not to vote. Sunk cost fallacy at its best. It's obvious that things are not the same. Trans people are less safe. Stop doubling down. Take some accountability. Oh God, accountability. Get your gapes in chat. Get your Dean Withers gapes out. If you're a member of the chat, if you're a member of the community, you know what to do. We need accountability now. Stat. There we are. Get them out there. Unload. Deploy the accountability. Okay. We're sufficiently soyed up now. Good. I guarantee the response to this is going to be, actually, I did vote. And I did say, once I said, what did he say? He said, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but, vote against Trump. Whatever. Holocaust Harris. Very inspiring. Yes, it's that. The biggest voice on the online left spent 2024 convincing the audience the election made no difference. So now he has to defend that record with this sophistry. Posting LSF clips of Hasan makes it seem like you're in your Ethan Klein / sex pestiny arc, which is quite sad. The weakness and capitulation of the Dems on trans rights is something that will need to be addressed sooner or later. Dude. This is a really good example of the kind of person who will say Ethan Klein's sex pestiny arc because it's LSF and then accuse other people of being slot-brained in the next sentence. Oof. I hate all streamers equally. Wow. Be that as it may, while Hasan's point may not have been articulated the best, there's nothing objectionable about it. The fact that the Dems won't actively torture us with their policies, but rather largely ignore us and treat us like a liability is hardly... Why do they have to talk in these abstractions? Just talk about policy. Biden literally put out an executive order telling states that when the ones that would listen to them, they're blue states, to promote trans rights. Like, they literally did this. They did things. They didn't just sit there, treat them like a liability. It's just false. It's just made up. Actually, not torturing us is a selling point. I'm always going to vote to not be tortured, but each to their own, I guess. God, it's so stupid, man. The worming that people do. Yeah, she took it to Blue Sky because she no longer has a Twitter account. She deleted her Twitter account. She rage quit the internet. Is there any more on Blue Sky? Is that where it ends? No, it doesn't, actually. There was a response. Mr. Piker responded.
It's got boosted.
What was she laughing at? Let's remember what she was laughing at. She was lolling at this.
Exactly what I said he was going to do. He's going to tell you that, and by the way, this is a wrong statement that he's going to deliver, but don't you think things would be better for trans people right now if Kamala Harris, after making concessions about transphobia and leaning into anti-trans narratives, if she had won, don't you think things would be better for trans?
What anti-trans narrative was she leaning in on? I still don't get that. I think she might have. I don't even know if she did this. She might have said something about sports. Maybe. I don't even know if she said that, though. And it would have probably been the most milquetoast, like, non-objectionable statement on sports you could possibly make as well. Was it the equivalent of the amount of shit that Gavin Newsom got for saying, yeah, I guess there's like a fairness issue. Like, come on. Come on.
Trans people as opposed to right now. The reason why this is wrong is twofold. Number one, at that point, all you've done is, once again, concede to the right-wing framing on trans people presenting some outsized harm to the American population.
He's just making shit up. He's just completely made shit up. We've seen that already, though. Let's see this. The response.
It's got boosted by Contrapoints, by the way. Oh my fucking God, dude. Listen, I'm sick and tired of fucking genocidaires having to live with the shame of fucking constantly.
Genocidaires. Oh, wow. I guess you really do just have that in the back pocket for fucking everyone who disagrees with me is a genocidaire. A genocidaire.
Yes.
A genocidaire. It's literally like that word. I know they didn't mean to just make the entire concept of genocide sound like a meme, but they do. Genocidaire. Pretty sure a genocidaire is someone who does genocide, right? Or even someone who supports it. I don't even think there's no indication that Contrapoint supports it. Ever. Genocidees. Bro, if someone ever calls me a genocidee, if I get persecuted and someone calls me a genocidee, just fucking kill me. Put me in the camp. Genocidaire. It's like the new, oh God, what is it they used to, what's a good example? Bourgeois. There used to be a thing where, like, students usually, there's like a meme about students, like they would just call everything bourgeois, you know? Just because it made them sound, you feel smarter when you call something bourgeois. And now we're calling genocidaire. It's from that, it's Rules of Attraction, isn't it? The Bateman book. No, not Bateman, fucking Bret Easton Ellis. It's that book where there's one of the characters who's like a bit of a fucking hipster dipshit who calls everything bourgeois. It feels like an airline company. Jesus.
Hey, appreciate your streams. What is the best way to counter the argument that Israel, AIPAC, controls the West, particularly the US? Seems to be a very common thought on the left and right.
Thanks for the $20. AIPAC is one of many, many groups that lobbies in US politics, and they are far from the biggest one. There are actually quite a few, lots of foreign countries that are not too friendly and not too keen with Israel that actually spend more money on politics in US, like Qatar and those countries. So how do they not counter it if it's just the money that speaks? I don't know. Stupid.
Constantly having to defend Israel, but also feel bad because people think you're a fucking moron.
Whoa.
So they just look for any avenue, any alternative, anything that they can say to slander people who made them feel bad. That's it.
You just called someone a genocider. Sorry, excuse me, a genocidaire. You just called someone a genocidaire for... I hate that word. Is fucking... Oh God, that word is going to absolutely ruin me. You just called someone a genocide noir for making fun of your trans takes. and saying that Republicans and Democrats were the same on trans issues. For making you feel sad.
Anything that they can say to slander people who made them feel bad.
The fucking projection is so funny, man. It's unbelievable.
That's it. I don't give a fuck about Hasbara Points' takes on this issue, okay? Jesus Christ.
That's another one.
It's got boost.
Hasbara as well. It's all these fucking wankers who feel like they're being smart because they have a word in a different language. As Genocidaire, Hasbara and Genocidaire is just the new bourgeois for fucking idiots. For idiots who want to sound smart. That's all it is. Look, I'm annoyed that his dumb fans have harassed me for months because he basically accused me of genocide, but it's funny that he's genuinely mad here and that his little brain had to plagiarize Hasbara points from the chat. Isn't Genocidaire a term they used after Rwanda? I believe it was, yeah. You don't deserve harassment, but can you not see why people were angry and let down by your statement? Little brain is beneath you. He's not stupid. Oh, God, man. Ugh! I'll apologize for calling him small-brained when he apologizes for calling me a genocidaire. I mean, which is more slanderous, lol. Oh, God. You're a Zionist Zionaire. Fuck me. Chronically, radioactively unserious. A Zionaire. A Zionaire. Why can't I log into Blue Sky? Hang on. Let's see if there's anything more. They seriously think Contra is pro-Israel? Remember, if the Holocaust was happening and people just said, yeah, you know, so like the Germans, they got a right to be mad. You know, the Treaty of Versailles and the inflation, depression, fear of communism, you know, it's you know, they just wanted their little monarch back and they got a bit carried away. And there's not really much we can do about it. You just let them go. Yeah, you would probably think they were, yeah, that's how they see the world. You know, they think that like it's a good analogy to compare the Nazis and the Holocaust to Israel and Gaza. So if there's an internal logic to it, it's just mental. What made her delete the account? I'm guessing it was the harassment, bub. Oh, she's having a lot of back and forths here. Thought she would. I think you'd be hard-pressed to say Biden shifted it back in 2020, though. Not sure if he's just an outlier, though. Biden was further left on policy than any president in my lifetime, but not a charismatic daddy and not culturally dominating. So in retrospect, his presidency feels like a mere Trump intermission. It's very astute. Voting apathy, accelerationism, it's been painful to watch. The biggest voice in the online left, okay, we saw that one. We're talking about voting, not head pats. True. But please don't show me the icky pictures of children burning in white phosphorus. I don't even think there was there any white phosphorus used in Gaza? I know there was that one cloud that some people said was white phosphorus, but I don't think there was ever any confirmation that it was. Okay. Even if you're there living it, it doesn't help your cause. If you're living it, post away. Oh my God. People forget this. I remember this from 2016. She's like really, like Contrapoints is quite edgy. She's like an edgelord. But I guess she just kind of like tempered herself. She tempered herself to match the climate mostly. Or maybe she just changed. I don't know. Maybe she just got bored of it. Not torturing us. It's a shame that I might not see the video you put out in 5 years when you get to the same conclusion everyone else already had by then on IP. Free Palestine. His argument is not that Dems aren't perfect, it's that they're no better. Yeah, true. Okay, well. She's just in the trenches, just having one of those evenings. Free Palestine. Abolish streamers. Dude. 442A. Oh, that's from 4 days ago. That's a really good looking meal though. Holy shit. She hates all streamers. That's you too. I would never, ever hold it against Contrapoints for not liking me. I am not her type. But I'll still support her when she's being funny. Is she your type? I mean in like as a creator, not as a fucking love interest. Yeah, I like her videos, yeah. I actually really like her videos. She's really good. I like her takes, like her tweets. Say you're one of the good ones. Good what's? Arabs or genocidaires. By Contrapoints' logic, I'm a genocide denier. That's what she would probably see me as. So no, I don't expect her to have any sympathy for me. It's just the world we live in. Okay. Whatever, dude. But that's okay. I'm used to being out here on my own. Used to being the ugly duckling. Subscribe, you fucking assholes. I mean, sorry.